guys, we're back on the car. It's been many days and this got neglected for many days. We needed to do a bunch of other stuff. I've been opening cool things from Gear Wrench. They sent some more tools. Check these out, work stands. It's like a mobile work stand that rolls around, all four wheels roll, and it can hold toolbox. What's up guys? I want to stop the video to show you this Gear Wrench portable toolbox. This is one of the items in our giveaway, and we have 3 chances to win this. If you guys don't know about the giveaway, watch the video in this link. Back to this toolbox. So this has some ratcheting wrenches, metric and standard, also some Allen keys. It's got 3/8 metric and standard, extended and normal sockets, and then we also have some ratchets and a little bit of 1/4 inch stuff down here. Perfect for track days or throw it in your truck. So you could win this and much more. All right, back to the video guys. I was gonna show you the shop a little bit and then show you what we're doing. So this wall got put up about 2 weeks ago, and it's gonna start getting painted in a day. So we had to move a lot of things off. Like I ripped the sink out and that cabinet out, and I'm gonna move all that stuff in that corner because we're painting wall, and even the stairs. So it's been a little stressful, and sold the trailer. The trailer's gone, which means there's a new trailer coming, guys. So that's AJ Muse's trailer. He rents a space here at the shop. My trailer usually sits there. It's gone. We sold it to some buddies. They have Supras. It'll have a good life still. But we are working on the car again today. I'm gonna put the winters back in. We got the freshly rebuilt drive shaft shop axles right here. I'm gonna put those on, and then this is a little bit of the powder coated stuff that came back, but we aren't gonna put all that in because we still have more building to do. In a second, Joe will be back over here and he'll tell you a little bit about his plan on power steering reservoir he's mounting. And then we did get a pressure relief valve this year. I'll find it and I'll show you guys briefly. So I got that so that I don't blow up a power steering pump. Joe will kind of walk you through what he's gonna do with that stuff. I could, but let's let Joe do that, and then he'll show you where he's mounting it and all that cool stuff, and we'll talk about it more. Oh wait, real quick, got some fresh kind of like refresh parts from Turbo Smart, so I can have fresh V-bands. Fresh blow-off valve built into the EFR turbo. It's a compact recirculation one, so it just lets it vent back in. Fresh one of these oil turbo filters for the turbo oil feed. Some cool little bits. I'm gonna put those on the car and get it going. Check that out. Hasn't been like this in like 6 years or something. So that's gonna be 2-3 days of painting and a bunch of people in here working. We moved the race car over here onto this lift so that we can continue chipping away at it. Joe didn't get a chance to use the camera last night to tell you. I forgot. But this is a big giant reservoir, and I'm gonna let him tell you about it later, and why there's 3. He'll tell you why there's 3 and why we changed to this. This is more like a trophy truck one, but it just needs to function how we want. It's still not the ugliest thing you've ever seen, but it's not as cool as the Drift Motion one that I used to run, but we needed 3 ports. He'll tell you more about it shortly. We're just finishing up. This was the dirtiest under tray of a Supra that you've ever seen, and let me get a flashlight. Joe like pulled the pan. Well, Joe did a lot of cleaning of different stuff, and he like made it look like a new car. We'll just jump over here real quick and show you. Look at how clean it is. I mean, inside there, not clean, but we didn't flip the subframe over, but we had it outside, pressure washed it. Not gonna leak anymore. But it was there was leaks like front main, rear main, cam seals, upper oil pan, lower oil pan. The turbo drain might still leak, but here, let's see if...
I think if the turbo drain is leaking, it's very very, very little. Like just seeping like an average turbo drain usually does.
Oh, look at that. That's how you can tell. It's just filthy. Well, that's it. It's a dirty one, full of oil. That's hard to see, that was the under race piece. Back to the race car, we'll talk to you guys soon.
Hey guys, so what I'm working on today is this power steering reservoir. We're gonna replace it, and the reason for that is we're taking this guy over here, which is basically a valve that allows fluid to bypass if it's over pressure. So when you turn your wheel all the way to one side and it hits that lock, it can overpressurize the system, and that can cause damage to your pump. So what we're doing is we're adding this guy, and the fluid from the power steering pump is going to flow directly into this, which is going to be somewhere back here, and it'll flow out of it and straight to the steering rack. But if we hit lock and it overpressurizes, it allows some of that fluid to go out of this side, and from that focus, it'll go from that return back to the power steering reservoir. So that's the reason why we needed to switch reservoirs, because this one has 3 ports. It's got your return from your rack, your return from your bypass valve, and then your feed for your pump. So return, return, feed. What do you want, Dan?
That's 100% everything you said was right, but like someone might be thinking, I'm only thinking this because I was like hearing in the background, hey, doesn't the stock pump have like a bypass? It does, but you'll like overheat the pump and like blow up a pump. We're like whack lock, whack lock, whack. So this, you would like dial this back like a hair from what the factory lock is, and we'll have to like me and Joe will have to figure that out, and then we'll like go, okay, factory's 15, let's say 1550, and we need to set it at 1500, and then in theory we'll find out the pump should be happier this season.
Hopefully.
I mean, yeah.
And in addition to that, we'll also have more fluid, so we'll have basically more, we'll be able to keep the whole system cooler, because, what's this for? Oh, we're gonna find out. So this is a pressure gauge, so we can test it and figure out what exactly we're shooting for here with this gauge, with this bypass valve. I built this nifty little bracket for it, which just goes on the back like that, and these little arms grab onto the shock tower. I'll show that to you guys in a second. So this is our bracket, just kind of grabbing on there and there and there, and these are just in place just to keep everything kind of closed up and keep debris from getting in there. But basically we're going to change those lines, and then we're going to add a third line here, and then do what I was saying, where we're going to be putting the bypass valve back here somewhere.
Oh my god. Good, so now we can put weights there.
Ballast.
Check this out, guys.
Welcome to my crib.
All kinds of stuff happening. They're just cleaning up the wall first, then they're gonna paint it. And the doors. Say goodbye to that stuff. It's gonna be pretty cool. Even in here will be black. We'll show you guys when it's done. Alright guys, what's left is we gotta paint 2 doors, but this is pretty much done. It's all black now. I'd say it looks pretty good. More stuff will happen soon. There'll be a little bit of gear wrench on there and some other cool little mural over there. And we can put all the boxes back and make this spot look really professional. Update the lighting. Super cool. Can't wait. But the doors are also getting painted black. So you'll see shortly. We're back on the Supra right now. So we did a lot of work to it last night. These are finalized. This holds the sway bar in. So it's a little bit simpler than the previous setup that we had. So I'm gonna paint this stuff right now and paint this bracket. I think that was the only thing on there. Then we got a new treadstone intercooler fabbed up in place and some other little brackets and stuff that are gonna go to powder coat. Last thing we gotta do, but we don't have the tubing for it yet, is from here we're going to build a new intake, come down in here like we normally did for the cold air, but we are waiting on material to show up. Probably gonna show up tomorrow. We thought it would show up today, but it hasn't shown up yet. So we'll build it maybe Wednesday evening, drop it at powder coat on Thursday with the rest of everything. Then we're gonna head to Indiana to pick up a new race trailer. Or at least me and my friend Mike Perez is going to. So that's gonna happen on Friday, and then we're gonna go as fast as we can round trip and get back here by like Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. New race trailer will be here, and we gotta start prepping that. Then we'll get stuff back from powder coat and put it all back together. So right now, I am going to mask off everything so I can just hit that with spray paint, so it's not raw metal on these two, and then I will start assembling it later and do some plumbing because we got all the right fittings we need from XRP, so we're gonna build a couple lines tonight. Oh, today's Joe's birthday also. He's over there. He's doing something with this Supra right now, but it's his birthday. Look at how serious he is over there. Okay, talk to you guys soon.